What is up, all you beautiful people? It is I, AkemiTCG, back with a brand new video, and this is going to be a continuation of the last one. How do you side deck in DRAGONMAID? What cards do you take out? What cards do you put in? I got the situations outlined just for you. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the DRAGONMAID lab slash waifu slash Rika slash everything lab. I'm AkemiTCG and I will show you guys today how to side in the DRAGONMAID control version. If you don't know what build I'm talking about, or if you're like brand new to the channel, the link is down below in the comments slash in the description if you want to see the build first. Because if you don't like the build, I don't suggest watching this video. However, let's say you don't play DRAGONMAIDs, I'm gonna show you guys how to side anyways, just so you guys can kind of see how exactly my thought process is when I side against particular matchups or what cards I'm taking out. So pretty much I'm gonna start with the cards I will definitely or probably going to be taking out, just depending on the matchup. Obviously matchup dependent. In my main, I am playing 3 Lancia, 2 Punishment, 3 Strike, 3 Dynamiscus, 2 Ice Dragon's Prison, and 1 Downtime. So let me explain each of these choices. So Artifact Lancia, you just take it out. Obviously, if your opponent has literally 0 interaction with the banished pile, you just take out Artifact Lancia. It's very, very, very simple. 9 times out of 10, you're going to keep this in, but against particular matchups, for example, Zodiacs, or actually, just Zodiacs, to be fair, just straight Zodiacs. Taking out Lancia is probably the best idea because they don't really banish anything. They actually want their stuff to not get banished, so Lancia is an option. Some Zoo builds do main deck 3-dimensional shifters, so did you know you can get more waifus in your life? If you subscribe to AkemiTCG, it's gonna happen, I promise. So hypothetically, your opponent can dimension shift to you, then you can drop Lancia, but don't expect that to happen all the time. Just side this out when you don't need the card, basically. 2 Dogmatic of Punishment if their monsters are just way too big. Anything above 3,500 just can't get over. Because the biggest card you can send from extra deck to the graveyard is going to be DRAGONMAID Shio, or Show. So that's just the main idea with it. And also in some matchups you might not need Punishment if they have too many cards that are untargetable. For example, you're probably not going to run into these kinds of players, but Cosmos, if they just turbo out Red Eyes Dr. Goon, this isn't the best option for it. So taking out Punishment is your best bet. A 3 Solemn Strike, you're playing against any really heavy trap heavy deck. For example, probably the first one that comes to mind is Paleo. So as Altergeist, you may want to keep this in. If you know you're going first, this is more beneficial if you want to go first. But if you're going second against those decks, they already have an established board, they already got the Faker Resolve, etc., then Solemn Strike isn't your best friend. So you just got to think about what you want to do there. Same with Dynamiscus. If they have too many untargetables or they play too many trap heavies, because Dynamiscus, remember, it can only banish face-up cards in the field. So it has to target a face-up card and then banish that. So something to keep in mind. Ice Dragon's Prison is not effective against every matchup. Some decks just have way too many typings that you can't take full advantage of Ice Dragon's Prison banishment. You do like the interruption in the graveyard, but ideally with this card you want to be able to banish your opponent's stuff as well. That's like the main reason why people play it. And DRAGONMAID Downtime, if there's just not enough application, especially if you're going second, one of the biggest reasons why people play Downtime is to get more resources in your hand. You're going first, it's a little bit easier to get the resources in, but if you're going second, you get the extra 6 card. So that's something to think about. Now I'm talking about what cards you would side in and why you would side in those particular cards. So where is... oh, there it is. So now, every single card in the sideboard. 2 Nibiru. When would you side in Nibiru? You're playing against a combo heavy deck that's not Dinos, because, you know, Dinos can summon Lagia, Dinos can summon, can use Mist, and just end your career really fast. So Nibiru is a really, really good option if you're playing against, like, a good example is Dragon Link if they're not playing the Remus engine. And pretty much any heavy like slap 5 monsters on the field deck. For example, Zodiacs, it's really good to side in against that deck too. Imperial Order, any deck that's very spell heavy, just take advantage of that. Just play Imperial Order, just win the duel. Droplet is if you're playing against any deck that requires any sort of board breaking and you know you're going second, you would side in the Forbidden Droplet. That's easy cut, bread and butter, super easy. Solemn Judgment, if you're going first, if you know you're going first, just side these in. It doesn't hurt. You draw into it first turn. You just get a free negate for literally no reason. It's just a really good card. So these are actually like surprisingly very simple choices too. Harpy's Feather Duster, again, back row heavy. If they're not playing back row, obviously you don't side this in. They play a lot of back row, you side this in and just take full advantage of it because it's a very easy card to use. It simplifies the game state and it's just a good card. Lightning Storm, same idea. Just more back row removal. I tend to use it more for back row removal than front row removal, but the flexibility of this card is really good. I just can't see myself playing it at 3 because ideally, again, I want to use it for the back row removal, not the front row removal. And then if you're playing against Eldritch or any trap heavy deck in general, 3 evenly matched, this card will destroy Eldritch. Altageist, Eldritch, etc. They don't have a judgment, they're done for. So that's why I really like evenly matched. Anyways, I know this video ran a little bit short, but I just want to show you guys a little bit how I side deck in general with Dragon Maids, and hopefully if I helped at least one of you, that would be fantastic. I am AkemiTCG. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
The world ends now.